opportunity to be our best. Hey, it don't matter if we're at home or if we're on the road. You come to watch us. They come to watch us. Let's give them a show. Excellence and brotherhood.
CeeDee Lamb, the Cowboys win it.
A Lawrence, él sigue todavía. ¡Esta es la diagonal!
Diggs again. Diggs again. Diggs again.
It's ours. We got to go earn that now.
Hey, what up, fam? It's your boy CJ Richardson. Welcome to We Talk Sports, that Monday night flashback fan talk, where we talk to fans all over the NFL globe. This ain't a cowboy show, it's a sports show. We talk sports. You know, it's an interactive show as well. So if you'd like to be a part of the show, all you have to do is hit me in my inbox, ask me for the link, and you can be on the show. So let's see what we got right now. I'm flying solo right this minute, but I'm sure some people will join me here shortly. Right now, we got Shane Morrow Salty saying, what's up, CJ? We got Brian Houchins. He's an Eagles fan. Of course, they want to be seen right now. They 8-0, sitting out there on top of the world. It's the halfway point of the season. They the halfway Super Bowl champions. If you let them tell it, hey, congratulations on you being 8-0. They don't get no trophies out for that, though. Appreciate you being here, though, on the CJTV We Talk Sports Show. Regina Shelton says, what's up? Brian says, what's up, Mr. CJ? We got my man, partner in crime. He's a fellow Eagle fan as well. They everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, it's Cowboy Nation, but I hear a little sprinkle of Bird Gang out there. They out there. They coming back. They coming. You know, I ain't heard Bird Gang in a minute since Nick Foles took them to the playoffs. So I'm speaking football. Eagles doing their thing right now. They doing their thing. We were at halfway point of the season. You know, 17 games. We'll go ahead and break it down. It's week 9. They played 8. Week 9 coming up. So we give it to them. What up, Anthony Spicer? What's up, Avion? What's up, David? What's going on, my brother? Tony Holmes says, what's up, man? All right, we're gonna get right into this thing right now before my guests show up. But look, the Colts fired their head coach, Frank Reich. They fired him today, which was expected. When you're 3-6-1 or 3-6 or whatever the case may be, you know you're gonna get fired. It's just an accident waiting to happen. He bet on Carson Wentz and he lost. Then he turned around and bet on a quarterback from Atlanta, and he lost again. They 3-6-1. He got fired. Now, I can understand a head coach getting fired. This is his 5th year in the season. Took him to the playoffs once or twice. Didn't really do any damage. Had some great teams. All they needed was a little bit of offense. But he couldn't muster the offense. And he was supposed to be a quarterback guru. He brought in those quarterbacks and things didn't go right. So he's out of there. But what I want to speak on is, how does a ESPN analyst, Jeff Saturday, with no head coaching experience, he ain't even coached Little League, how does he get the job? How does he get the job? I'm just asking, how does he get the job? Can anybody help me out on this one? How does a guy with no coaching experience get that job? I need somebody to help me out with that one. I need somebody to help me out. It ain't, the math ain't mathing. If you ask me, the math just ain't mathing. That's just the way I see it. So, but I can tell you like this: it's all in who you know. I try to tell people all around this world, it is all in who you know. If you know the right people, you can get that job. I'm gonna tell you that right now. But the math just won't math. And as far as I was concerned, let me hit the share button a couple times. I got to share this with a couple pages, and then I'm gonna be right with you guys, and we're gonna be ready to start this show. You know, the share button is absolutely free if you care to share. Let's see. I want to share it with my We Talk Sports. Boom. And I want to share it with Cowboys Corner. That's just some of my other pages that I talk sports in. All right, so we ready. All right. Kelly Antonio Brown says, because he's a coach legend, he knows the owner. See, I don't want you guys to give me an answer I already know. We already know he got ties to the Colts. but I want you to make it make sense to me first. Okay. What about coaching in a majority African American league? And we hire a guy. We talked about this before, and I know the Rooney Rule may not come into play on this one, but I don't want to just talk because he knew somebody. That's the easy answer. I need a sports answer. Give me a real answer. Don't somebody feel slighted that even Fox is on the coaching staff. He's been a coach prior, a head coach. I don't get it. I'm gonna bring my guys on real quick. I got some panelists coming on, and I appreciate them for being here. Let's see. Let me bring on first of all, I'll bring my man Justin on. What's happening, Justin?
Chilling.
Okay, man. Brief introduction real quick, and I'm gonna bring on Mill as well. He looked like he's in the dark somewhere. Mill, what are you doing?
My bad, CJ. Can you see me now?
No, man, I don't know what they did to your house. Did they turn the power off? Whatever you got going on. If you ain't supposed to be on here, if this is a sneaky link, you need to cut the light on.
No, sir.
Okay, well, you need to turn that Cheetos to the side as well, if you don't mind. Turn that Cheetos to the side. Can you turn your screen to the side, sir? Thank you. We show oh, that's beautiful. I'm gonna bring on my other partner in crime, Rodney Jones, baby. We're gonna add him to the stream.
What up, fam?
What up, Rodney?
What up, Justin? What's up, E. Millie?
So right now,
Rodney, Justin. Pleasure.
So right now, what we're talking about, because you guys came on a tad after I started. I'm sipping on this yak, so y'all know we're gonna have a good show. Anyway, so what we're talking about is Frank Wright got fired and Saturday got hired as the interim head coach. I need 30 seconds from each one of you. I don't want the stereotypical answer. He has contacts within the organization. I want to know your first thought when you heard that Jeff Saturday got hired with no coaching experience as the interim coach of the Indianapolis Colts. Since Justin came on first, I'm gonna let Justin give me his 30 seconds.
I summed it up in 2 words: house, way. Like, just kind of like, how is that possible? Because just how? I mean, it was a quick turnaround. I said, because even in the past, you got to interview 3 people. So how did we get to this? How did you interview 3 people that fast?
Well, actually, when the Rooney Rule doesn't even exist, I'm just upset about it. See, when you hire an interim coach, you don't need the Rooney Rule process, which is a slap in the face. But I'm just wanting to know your first thoughts. So they can circumvent the Rooney Rule. So what can actually happen is you can have a team don't like the coach. You can fire the coach, and you can name an interim coach to make him the head coach and circumvent the process. I guess the reason I'm upset because this was the only way that minority coaches were getting head coaching interviews. So that's what I wanted. But your 30 seconds are almost up, partner. So
yeah, what was the process? That was my question. That's kind of what I was just wondering.
And what about you, Rodney?
On our helmets, on our fields, it takes all of us.
Right.
Change. We need change, but they're not doing that. How do you hire a guy with no head coaching experience on a bad team?
Right.
If my thoughts, Frank Wright shouldn't have been hired because. It shouldn't have been fired because the GM traded for 2 bad quarterbacks. You put him in a terrible situation.
Okay. What do you got, Mill?
Yeah.
Well, real quick to Rodney's point, Frank Wright deserved to be fired because the GM hired those 2 other quarterbacks, but Frank Wright went to the bat for both of them.
Right.
So he put it still. And it was so bad that he had to go to the owner and apologize for taking up for Carson Wentz. Now,
okay.
Mr. Saturday, I get what everybody's saying. I respect that. But my thing is, Jeff Saturday, what the heck is you doing accepting that job to begin with? You have no coaching experience. The offensive coordinator was fired last week. You have never called. Nobody on that staff has called plays before, but now you're gonna get thrown into the fire like that, and you only been coached at the high school level.
Right.
What would you think of accepting that job? If I was a minority head coach, I would at that point.
Lawsuit.
At that point, I would lawsuit one end, but
you can't lawsuit, and You can't lawsuit because it's written in the rule that you don't have to. The Rooney Rule is not even in effect. So I just wanted to know you guys' thoughts, and I think everybody's has
and insult to injury. Jeff Saturday is also being inducted into the Ring of Honor this Sunday for the Colts in this game he's coaching.
I don't have a problem with Jeff Saturday at all. See, here's another thing. We don't have a problem with just Saturday. We have a problem with the process. That's what the problem I have. You bring out an outsider with no coaching experience, and we've been fighting this battle for years.
And then we got players with jobs on the line. You got employees, other assistants.
Exactly.
You know, you want to put those people in the best positions to win and continue to eat. You bring a guy fresh off the streets, it's only more disaster.
Well, he's a football guy, so I'm not going to just discredit him 100%. I just didn't like the process. So we're going to move on.
Like
we got a question. We got a question from the. Hold on one second. We got a question in the comments. Kevin says, I'm just curious as to why Eric Bieniemy is still getting overlooked time and time again. Well, if you really follow it closely, they say he doesn't interview well. That's what the rumor is around the league. And they say his background is haunting him, you know. Yeah. And being a minority, you almost have to be squeaky clean in everything you do. We've seen numerous brush ups with him and Mahomes on the sidelines. You've heard it. You're gonna have to fix that. Every week, man, you're gonna have to fix that. You're gonna have to go buy something because you
got to get a stand.
There's been numerous incidents with him, and then they say the way he talks and communicates with the players, and this is just the rumors that we hear. So it's got to be where there's smoke, there's got to be a fire. You know what I'm saying? Where there's smoke, there's got to be a fire. So we don't know, and it just
you got to be in that coaching, because GMs and owners, they actually hire a third party guy, and they tell them those pool of guys who they should interview and hire. So you got to hop into that pool, and he's just not in that pool. Now, whether it's due to his color or not, that could have something to do with it as well. But
exactly. So we're gonna leave that conversation. That was great. Head-to-head debate. We went back and forth on it. We all agreed that maybe they need to look into that interim coach with the Rooney Rule as well. So we're at the halfway point of the season. Okay. So right now we want to talk about all things football from a halfway point view. First thing I want to say, Dallas Cowboys didn't play. So all the haters, I don't know what y'all did last week. The Cowboys didn't play. America's team, we 6-2. We're tied for the third best record in the league overall, but we're the talk of the town. That's just the way it is. You can't go get a sandwich or nothing without somebody talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Now I got an Eagles fan on here. I'm gonna let him speak about his Eagles real quick. The Eagles sitting out there at 8-0. Okay, and I've been watching you guys too because I'm a football enthusiast. I don't think you guys are unbeatable, you know. And at this point of the season is when those injuries start kicking. It's when those injuries start kicking in, and every week people start feeling you out and getting a better feel for what you guys like to do. Tell me how you feel about your Eagles right now, because y'all are 8-0, first place in the NFC East. Tell me what's your mind thought process?
Well, it's good. It feels good to be 8-0, but at the same token, I mean, I ain't trading 8-0 for nothing. But I know the more wins we have, the bigger the target line back. Now, we just took the best shot from the Houston Texans, and we did not play our best game.
Texans was 1-5-1, I do believe.
Yeah,
right.
And you're gonna see more of those games. You might see one more blowout victory, but you're gonna see a lot more close games because, like you said, you see flaws, injuries happen. Everybody's not gonna play their best game. Our offensive line was horrible against Houston. You mean to tell me Hughes can get to Jalen Hurts, but Michael Parsons can't?
Oh, you got a point.
That's we didn't play. Our offensive line was horrible.
Okay,
we're gonna clean that up. One thing I do like is we don't have the same struggles every week.
Right. And then Brian is Eagles fan as well. He says we're not unbeatable. We just find a way to win each week. We still need to get better. I actually agree with that. Now I got two Cowboys fans on with me as well. Cowboys are 6-2. Dak Prescott hasn't missed 4 or 5 games and we're sitting comfortably in second place, and we're in the big picture playoff picture race. Got third best record in the conference, and if the season were to end today, we would host a wild card game. Well, maybe we might have to go to one of those other champions. So how do you guys feel about the Cowboys and where we are right now at the halfway point of the season?
I feel really good about us, man. We're playing good ball on defense. We're running the ball great. We're just playing really great team football, and we're really, we'll beat up a little bit, but we're for the most part are healthy. So we just got to continue to get better every week.
What do you think, Justin?
We're getting healthy. The big acquisition that we made in the offseason has still not played yet. James Washington is coming back,
right?
Which will be another deep ball threat, which will help open the passing game up more. The young guys are starting to come in their own. And Hendershot is starting to get more targets and feel more comfortable in the offense, which is only going to pay dividends in the long run.
Right. I feel pretty good about where we are. I would like to keep pace with the Eagles, though. I know Eagles are a couple games ahead of us in the standings, and they beat us, so they get that half a game as well. But we do get a head-to-head matchup with them, and they do get to play the Giants twice, and hopefully they'll split that, so that'll bring it back to the pack. But see, here's the deal: halfway the season. Sitting where we are, 6-2. Dak's injury, the injuries on our team. Tyron Smith hasn't played this year. Washington pretty much hasn't played. Dak, third game coming back. I feel pretty good that we're fortunate to be where we are, because at the end of the year, you're gonna have to play all the good teams anyway. It doesn't matter. To get where you're going, you're gonna have to play the good teams. And I say every week we're gonna have to play the Giants or the Eagles 3 times. And we may have to play both, because that's the way the playoffs are looking. It's 3 teams probably gonna get in if they keep playing at this pace from the NFC East. Then you're gonna get the West winner, the North winner with Vikings, Bucks, Seahawks, and then the 3 teams from the East, and then maybe 49 or somebody like that. And then the Eagles right now, they're sitting there with the bye week. So the Cowboys might play like the Bucks or the 49ers in their first game. You never know. So you got to be playing your best ball at the end of the year. So I like where we're sitting. I know Green Bay Packers are on the clock. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. So right now at the halfway point, quick question, answers. Who's the MVP of the league at this point? Shouldn't take you no more than 15 seconds to give me this. Justin, who's the MVP right now?
I'm going to go Josh Allen.
Okay. What do you got, Mill?
Jalen Hurts, baby.
Okay.
Hurts season.
What you got, Rodney?
Michael Parsons.
Okay. I'm going to go Patrick Mahomes. I mean, the boy just keep putting. He threw 68 times last night. Took everything he had. They won the game. He's still putting up numbers. They got rid of his number 1 target. The Cheetah went to Miami. He's making Tua look good. We can see the impact that Cheetah had on the game. But even without him, Mahomes has figured this thing out. More distribution is better than 1 target, because he would try to force it. Most elite quarterbacks going to force the ball time and time to that one playmaker. Somebody says Geno Smith. Geno is that's my
maybe
next
comeback.
Question. That was my next question.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's comeback player of the year, because he ain't never went nowhere. He was a backup, so he can't be comeback player of the year.
Most improved.
Well, see, there we go. We're talking about MVP right now. So I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes. Ryan says definitely Patrick Mahomes as well. So, and then he said Jalen Hurts was his choice for MVP. Now, if we want to talk most improved player, what do you guys think, Mill?
Yeah, Geno Smith all day. I mean,
okay,
they wrote him off, and now he's doing better with the Seahawks than Russ was. So you got to give it to him.
Gotcha. What you got, Rodney?
Would you say I got 2 players, and it's kind of
I just want one. You come with that 2 players every week. When you ask for one, I see y'all don't even come on now.
I'm gonna go Geno Smith because he was a backup. I would have said Jalen Hurts, but
you already said it.
Yeah,
you try to sneak that one in. We're gonna have to you know what I'm saying?
I can't give an MVP and most improved. So
exactly. What you got, Justin?
I'm gonna go Tua.
Okay,
Tua, good one.
Tua, you got to go Tua, because we seen Tua laid out on the field.
I was say he could be comeback player of the year.
he could be come back from that vicious hit player of the
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in a whole different. Vondell got a great answer too. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, I was gonna say him for my
comeback
comeback player of the year.
Hey, you can't go wrong. But my most improved player of the year, and it's just me, and I'm biased. Noah Brown. Noah Brown came from out of nowhere and was leading the team in receptions through 4 or 5 weeks.
I thought you was gonna say Cooper Rush.
No. Cooper went exactly where he want to be, back in stride again.
But I'm like Neil. Tua came back from the Street Fighter
from the dead. He literally came back from the dead.
He came back from that Street Fighter moment.
I even say he should retire.
Let me tell you this right about Tua.
They said finish him.
Listen to me. Tua came back, but I swear, if you give me Tua helmet and shoulder pad with them receivers they got, Waddle, the cheetah, the tight end, they got Cedric Wilson. I can go out there. I probably complete a few passes for real. Because all you got to do is throw it up for cheetah. Just hike the ball and just throw it as far as you can. He going to go get it.
But some of that's the O-line too.
So, exactly. So I understand, but I wouldn't put I wouldn't give it to Tua, you know what I'm saying? Because other candidates that you guys mentioned were very much so in a step above him, because Saquon Barkley done transformed the Giants into a whole different team, and their defense is hungry, and Jones don't even have to do much for real. Once they get that running game going, the Giants are a lot like the Cowboys, but a notch down. If they get the lead on you, you're gonna have some problems.
I still don't believe their passing ability. So I can't say they're.
But if they get the lead, because a lot of teams are playing flag football these days. Nobody likes to tackle anymore. Nobody likes to tackle
either. There's been a lot of drop balls this season.
Well, I can understand that, but I'm just saying, I just think some of these guys they don't want to tackle. Like, we got to play Tennessee late in the season. King Henry running like he ain't got no sense now.
I don't want to tackle San Francisco. They got Debo, Kittle.
Man, I want all the smoke with them.
McCaffrey. That's 4 guys.
Is San Francisco got all of that, and they still 4-4. Okay,
they still gonna be a problem later on.
They're not gonna be a problem. What they need to do is start winning some games and get above 500, and then I'm gonna holler at them. But right now, the great Bill Parcells said, "What?
You are what your record says you are.
You are what your record says you are. Middle
of the pack.
That's what they are. Average football team. They can lose a few games and won't even make the playoffs, and they got to beat up on each other. So right now we're talking mid-season. We calling it as we see it, mid-season.
Coach of the year?
Well, we can go coach of the year since you just interrupted me, blurted right across me while I'm doing my show. But I'm just saying, I ain't get no input from you before the show started. But since Justin want to go straight to coach of the year, I'm gonna let I got a question in the comments first. Then we'll get back to Justin. It says, what do you think about the Cowboys getting OBJ? Hey, look,
juicy.
Man, everything is about money. Okay. OBJ is looking for a long-term contract. And as Justin has said previously, he's tired of packing his bags up every year. So it's going to come down to money. It's going to come down to a bidding war. Would I like him? I don't know yet, because all I heard is he'll be available in a week or so. I haven't seen any film. I haven't seen any rehab. I just heard some story. Now, if he comes back as the old OBJ, everybody wants him. But you done busted up both legs, I have some reservations. So you're making a long-term commitment to a guy that's got both of his tires flat. I don't know. But I do know one thing. If OBJ gets on a San Francisco 49ers team or somebody similar, it's going to be a problem. He can't go to the Eagles, because that's going to be a real problem. I'm just being honest. I don't want to see him on the Seahawks. I don't want to see him on the Vikings. I don't want to see him on the Packers, and I don't want to see him on the Bucks. I'm just being real. So what do you guys think about OBJ going to the Cowboys or any other team? Bill, since you're not a Cowboy fan, we'll start with you first. Who do you see? Where would you like to see him go?
I definitely see Jerry Jones working him out once he's available to be healthy. But I'm looking at Baltimore,
Mm-hmm.
who just lost a couple of receivers,
Right.
and it's not. And he gets along with Lamar Jackson. You got Deshaun Jackson, who's also coming. He also signed. He's going to get touches. Going to get looks. They're going to be in the playoffs. You're also looking for a playoff team too.
Right.
I want to be so. I'm looking at Baltimore, and I'm looking at Buffalo.
Okay. What do you got, Justin?
Where he can fit in and still be OBJ and contend.
What are you thinking, Justin?
For those that didn't see his interview yesterday, he said he listed Buffalo, Green Bay, Dallas, and the Giants.
Okay.
And he wants a 3-year deal or a 4-year deal. And his exact words were, I will be cleared as early as the end of this week, and I could be good to play by this coming Sunday. To me, with what he said,
right,
it does seem like it's between the Giants or the Cowboys.
Mm.
Off camera, Rodney and CJ and I talked about this morning, where I said this gives me Terrell Owens vibes.
Okay.
T.O. was 32, coming off a major ankle injury where he broke his ankle. We signed T.O. and Odell Beckham is 30, and we rode T.O. all the way to a 14-2 record. So
right.
I believe that this is a lot eerily similar to the T.O. situation. He's been talking to Michael Irvin, and
what you got, Rodney?
Jerry Jones.
I would like to have him, great, but I think the Cowboys are fine without him. I mean, we can look back to last year when he signed with the Rams. His first game back, he looked horrible. It took about 3 or 4 games for him to be accustomed to the Rams' offense, and after that, they did take off.
I'm with Monique on this one. Why do the Cowboys always have to be in the mix for refurbished players? I like the talent we got on the team now. I think we can actually win with what we have. We don't need a high-dollar, multi-year player, And I've been telling you guys for weeks, if we were to acquire somebody before the trade deadline, I wanted Julio Jones. I just wanted that big presence in the red zone, Adding OBJ would stretch the field, but it's more of the same. We got Gallup, we got CeeDee Lamb, we got Noah Brown when he's healthy, who's doing a great job. And we got Washington coming back. We got Schultz. We got the young rookie tight end. So we have a lot of weapons. If we were going to make a splash, I would want a defensive splash. Another anchor for the middle of the defense. So wide receiver sound good. OBJ is a big name, but it doesn't do it for me. You know what I'm saying? And he probably could help, but I wouldn't want him on a multi-year contract. I want him the remainder of the year, and that's about it. And then see how those knees are going to be. Because, when you commit that money, you commit that money. And that could be a problem. And so that's how I see it.
I wanted Deion Jones from the Falcons before he got traded to Cleveland, though.
Okay. Aaron says, do you think Jerry only wants a rental, not long-term? And see, that's what we're talking about, Aaron. We don't know because it's not what Jerry wants. See, when you're a free agent, you got 6-7 teams bidding for you. You get to pick and choose. You're not getting traded. You get to pick and choose. So that's why I don't know. The only reason OBJ comes to the Cowboys is because he wants to be there. Point blank, period. So we're going to have to see how this play out.
And it's like buying – it's like the Los Angeles Lakers. We don't want to get into signing for potential. What if he's never the same?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're stuck on a bad contract,
James,
and we've got younger players that we need to pay.
Right.
We've got a receiving core. They know the offense. We can win with what we got.
Exactly.
It's another
OBJ point. Can go somewhere else, and we'll hit him in the mouth, and we'll keep on trucking.
Got you.
He has been talking to Brian DeBall every day as well. That's another thing to watch.
It is what it is. We're gonna keep the show going. As Justin was inputting, who's your coach of the year at this point? We'll let Justin go first since it's his.
Mike McCarthy.
Okay.
Because
want to elaborate?
When Dak went down, nobody thought that the Dallas Cowboys would be 6-2 right now. Me personally, I didn't see this.
Oh, personally? Okay.
I didn't think that we would be 6-2 when Dak went down.
I got you.
I thought Cooper Rush would win a couple games, but I didn't think that he would have us sitting where we are. So I would say with McCarthy working with less and figuring out how to reignite the running game. I would go McCarthy.
Who you got, Mill?
Yeah, I got to go with my boy Nick Sirianni.
Exactly.
Hurts.
I can respect it.
They have not screwed it up. I mean, that's got to be something said about that because it's hard winning in this league.
Gotcha. So, what do you got, Rodney?
I got Mike McDaniels from Miami. He came in and resurrected that offense that whatchamacallit couldn't get, right. And he's coached up Tua and he's made him a better player, and they're winning. Honorable mention, Josh McDaniels.
I got you. Also, I want to give the Jets
really,
head coach.
Bro?
I think the Jets head coach right now is
Robert Saleh
is at the top of my list, man. The Jets, come on now. I mean, nobody thought that the Jets would be this good right now. So
I feel Brian DeBall is an honorable mention for me too, because nobody thought with the dumpster fire he inherited that he would have the Giants at where they are, or Saquon was going to play as well as he had it'd be pretty much healthy.
I got you.
In order for Mike McCarthy to be coach of the year, he would have to get us to the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. He's a veteran. He's a veteran head coach that's supposed to enhance what we already have.
Right. Okay. So we had some interesting comments on that coach of the year piece, man. All right, who's your overachieving team of the year right now? Who's overachieving? This should be quick.
Overachieving.
Yeah.
Seahawks.
Right. I like the Seahawks.
Oh.
Honorable mention, Jets.
Why you always have to have two, right? Huh? Come on, man.
Number one, you're taking my answer, so I got to come up with something else.
Right. If it was pick two, Rodney, then we wouldn't even need to go round table. I think the Jets are overachieving team, man, this year. Who you got, Justin?
The Atlanta Falcons with Marcus Mariota.
My boy.
Who could be comeback player of the year?
Hey, look, hold on. Well. I got to stop you right there. Okay. See, this is normally the point where if that conference or division was the NFC East, we'd be calling them the worst in football.
Yeah.
You got the Bucs 4-5, the Falcons 4-5, the Saints 3-5, and the Panthers 2-7. But you're gonna say the Falcons of the overachieving team. Come on, man. You gotta at least give me a team with a winning record.
All right, the Jets.
Oh, okay. All right. That just didn't sit well, Monique says
the Eagles.
The Eagles are overachieving. Bottom gonna fall out soon. Elston says, come on, man, but I don't know what he's talking about. So you got to elaborate a little bit on that, my brother, so we know what you're talking about.
I like the FUBU Atlanta Falcon jerseys. I like them FUBU jerseys.
I don't like no jerseys except for the Cowboys jerseys. All right. So I'm gonna call out some teams now, and I'm gonna name about 6, and I need to know contenders. Okay, first of all, I gotta stop. Most underachieving team this far at the halfway point of the season. I already know, Rodney, you got 2.
I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna say one.
Okay. Who's the most underachieving team at this point in the season? Mill?
The Green Bay Packers.
Okay.
Right now, just throw the whole team away.
I got you.
It's on that way.
All right. What you got, Justin?
The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay. And Rodney?
Rams.
Okay, you said the Rams. I got two.
Hey! Honorable mention.
Hey,
Raiders.
I'm stealing from Rodney. I got the Denver Broncos because everybody hyped them up
Let's
when
ride.
Russ got traded, they were
They
like,
hyped up the entire division.
man, they was hyped up. And who else do I have? I'm gonna go with the one. Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers, but I knew they was gonna suck anyway, so I'm gonna go with one.
Yeah.
All right. So, who is the team you thought they were? You know what I'm saying? And mine is the Washington Commanders, because I knew before the season, if I had to look at the NFC East and see who was in last place, the Commanders are who we thought they were. So I need your comment. You just name the team, and they are who we thought they were. Mill, who's that team you knew who you thought they were?
The Indianapolis Colts.
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah.
Justin.
Tough one, right?
The Carolina Panthers.
They are who we thought they were. And they fired Matt Rule, and he's making about $8 million a week
On the
or
couch.
a month or something.
And Baker Mayfield should still be doing commercials.
Yes, he should. What you got, Rodney?
I have I went blank. Dang. Shoot. I had the team in my head.
Was it Houston Texans?
No. Green
the
Bay.
Lions? The Cardinals?
Green Bay.
Bay Packers?
Yep.
They are who we thought they were. Okay.
Oh,
We got some
okay,
comments. So, Brian says Tampa Bay, Green Bay, Raiders, Broncos. He got a whole list. Shane says Pittsburgh. Evelyn says the Steelers. Slingshot says Philly. Philly undefeated, so I don't know. Monique says the Detroit Lions. Brian says the Commanders.
In the season was 10-0.
Yeah, and Slingshot says Philly trash. You know what I'm saying? Got that cake schedule. And you got to play the schedule, so I'm not mad at Philly, you know, for playing their schedule. So
we have the 12th most difficult schedule if you look at it now. So that comment's irrelevant.
Okay, injuries is going to be the key coming down the stretch. Now we got some breaking news today that Josh Allen, there may be some problems in Buffalo. So you guys heard anything about that injury?
Yeah, it is a UCL sprain of his elbow where he has some nerve damage. Now the UCL nerve in the elbow is what is associated with Tommy John surgery for baseball. Right. And some people say that it works in your favor. Like if you have that injury, you can throw more without swelling because you don't have to deal with your arm swelling from throwing so much. And guys feel they have more power on their throws that they can throw with more velocity.
Right.
Now, if it comes off the bone and it tears and he has to have Tommy John surgery, now he's out for the year and this becomes a really big thing. Right. So how
they've already paid him a lot of money too.
Yeah, how they handle this medical staff wise going down the stretch, and he got cold weather games in the snow he looking at too. So that's cold weather in Buffalo could affect that easily.
Gotcha.
But I mean, with a cortisone shot, it would numb that. So
okay, Dr. Justin, appreciate that. Anybody else got anything they want to say about that?
Nah, he basically explained it pretty good. Appreciate it, Justin.
Well, Tommy John surgery is serious. Now, they say 1 year, but you got to think he's playing football. He's up in Buffalo. So we're looking at a year and a half, too, if he has that surgery before we're back to seeing Josh Allen again.
Here's the deal. I blame the coaches. You know what I'm saying? You pay your quarterback $100 million and you let him just run around because he's a big boy and do whatever he want to do every game. I seen this guy take some monster hits.
Yeah.
You know, so the coaching staff don't even protect him from himself. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes he doesn't even have to take all those hits. Sometimes he reminds me of Carson Wentz when it comes to the risk factor.
Wow.
So
that's a good comparison.
The coaches need to put him in a better situation. Say, look, man, we understand that your running ability helps us, but you can go out of bounds because sometimes he'll get 15 yards and he'll cut it back inside instead of going outside.
And put that shoulder down.
And take that extra hit. So we're going to see how this one plays out. Hey, look, we've been on for a minute, but we got to get a couple segments in before we leave. We got upcoming games this week. We got a game tonight. Who we got? The Saints and the Ravens. Who we going to pick in this game before we get out of here? Who you got?
I'm calling for the upset. The Saints will upset the Ravens tonight.
Okay.
Ravens got too many injuries going down there. Monday night game, prime time. Alvin Kamara is due for one.
Okay. What you got, Justin?
Ravens. Isaiah likely has another big game and shows out for fantasy owners.
Good deal. What you got, Rodney?
The Saints are who we thought they were. Ravens by 10.
Okay. All right. Now, the last couple games I want to talk about is week 9. The NFC East is going to be on fire. You got the Washington football team traveling to Philly, I believe, on Monday night to play the Philadelphia Eagles. Am I right, Mill?
That's right. And
okay. I want to get your outlook on this game, and I want to get your prediction. So, how do you see this game playing out? Because believe it or not, prior to this loss this past week, the Commanders were playing pretty good football. You know, the defense was actually getting after quarterbacks. How do you see this division game playing out, my brother?
We can't take them lightly. I can't stand the Commanders just as much as everybody else on this panel.
Right.
But Taylor Heineke is playing and not Carson Wentz. They play a little bit better with Taylor Heineke than it does Carson Wentz. And I'm not sure if Chase Young, I'm pretty sure he's not going to be back yet, but they're going to play better. We're going to get the best Washington Commanders come next week. So nervous, but we should spank them.
What kind of score are you going to put on that?
Oh, I say 35-17.
Okay, what you got, Justin, on that game?
Like Mill said, Chase Young was activated last week. They got 21 days to decide what they're gonna do with him, if they're gonna bring him to the roster or not. I think Philly wins this game in a close one, closer than most people have. I got it probably winning by 3.
Okay, what you got, Rodney?
I'm going to piggyback off of Justin. The Washington Commanders, I hate them, but that defense it's pretty solid. Their front seven, and their back half is suspect. So Philly can't take them lightly. Right. Division game, y'all know each other well, and then Taylor Heineke, he brings a different element to the game. He's more mobile. He takes less risks and hits than Carson Wentz. Right. So I'm going NFC East smash mouth. I'm going Philly, unfortunately, 23-20.
Right. I see this being a tough NFC East battle as well, man. I'm not going to call it because I don't care who wins or lose. I think that 0 is going to eventually fall from the Eagles record. And will Washington be that team? It wouldn't surprise me if Washington showed up and played a good game. You know, I can't even say I'd like to see Washington win, but they might. You know what I'm saying? But even if they do win, they'll be 5-5. We just need some type of we need an Eagle loss. I'm just being honest with you. So I'm gonna see how this thing goes. Will the bubble get burst this week? Who knows? You can't win them all. It ain't 72, so we'll see what happens with that one. But the game of the week and the game every week is the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys travel to Green Bay to take on that bad man, Aaron Rodgers. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm going to start this one off. So everybody thinks that the Green Bay Packers are struggling. They always struggle, or they do whatever they do. But Aaron Rodgers got this thing. I don't know what he do. He do the mushrooms or whatever he do before the Cowboy game. But he be on rock star status, and we can't take them lightly either. So going in, we got to jump on these people fast. We got to establish the run. We got to get the lead. And what we got to do, every time Aaron Rodgers drop back, we got to make him wish. We got to make him wish he had Devontae Adams again. And we need him to hold on to that ball. You know what I'm saying? Because if his jersey is clean at the end of the game, it's going to be a long night. But I got the Cowboys by 21. And you can book that. It's payback time. And you getting yoked. It's whipped. All right, Justin, what you got?
I got us winning 23-13. Packers took a major loss. Rashawn Gary is out for the season with a torn ACL, and that is their leading edge rusher.
And running back was seen walking in a boot too.
He's scheduled to play though.
Yeah,
but which one?
Being in a boot.
Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Aaron Jones.
So and Dobbs was in a walking boot, which is
exactly. So they got injuries just like we do. You know.
Yeah.
What you got, Rodney?
All right, so it could be a close one. Cowboys 28, Packers 21. That's
where they gonna get the 21 from, Rodney? Where they gonna get the 21 from?
We
I don't see a defensive matchup where they score 21.
That's if they're our rush our rush defense is not as good. And they got that boy Dylan. If he get to turning with them huge legs, it could be a long night.
But I can understand that, but it ain't gonna come down.
Now, if we can eliminate the run game, Cowboys 35, Packers 10.
What you got on, Mill? Because I know you want us to lose.
Man, y'all gonna wax them boys like y'all waxed us last season.
Okay.
I give the Packers 0 chance in this game, man. Diggs is gonna have 2 picks on Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers gonna look like a meme from Michael Parsons and Barnes on sacking him like 5 or 6 times, and they ain't got no answers for y'all offense, man. I'm not even watching that game. I'm mailing that one in.
Brian says 35-3. Slingshot said Dallas will stack the box. Karen says good evening. Evelyn has a great comment. Minimize penalties.
That's a great one. Definitely.
That's a great comment. We got Monique says we beating the brakes off them Packers. Cowboys by 20. Elston said 40-10. Whole 40 burger on the ass. That's what I'm talking about. Get it, might take us off TV. That's what I'm looking for. Cowboys coming off.
A blackout TV takeoff.
Monique said 40-73. We're gonna put a 40 burger on it.
Hey, Cooper Rush cleanup. That's what kind of game I need.
We need that.
I need that Cooper Rush cleanup in the fourth.
Yes, man.
They might give us one on special teams because their kicker is Mason Crossbar.
Okay. Tisha says 35-10. How about this, man? Everybody had crowned this guy before the season started. He's all this and he's all that. This man ain't ran nothing back yet. Y'all know where I'm going.
Oh, Lord.
Man, no, ain't no Lord, man.
I kick return.
I might have drank the juice a little too soon.
No, I'm talking about Turpin from Athens.
I know.
Y'all done crown this man. I done gotten arguments with other people about he the next big thing. He gonna do this. Man, give me the 9. Give me the 9. I'm gonna put some cream of cheese on both knees and both shoulders. Give me the 9. I'm gonna run the first one back this week. If I get to the 20, same thing.
What?
Same
Hold on.
thing.
This is week 9, right?
It's week 9. How many touchdowns he got?
Week 9, number 9. This week is Turpin time.
If he don't, okay. But you know what they use turpentine for, right?
Oh man!
I'm gonna put you in the headlock. I'm gonna put you to sleep, Justin. Put you to sleep. It's been turpentine, man.
No. This week, week 9, number 9 is Turpin time.
All right, look. This is what we're gonna do. This is me and Justin because we boys. All right.
I owe you a lunch already.
You already owe me a lunch, but we ain't worried about that. I'm gonna get that. All right. Rodney Booker got to put that Cowboy jersey on. He a Redskin fan. He done slipped in my DM last week, and we made a bet, so he got to put that jersey on. We gonna get him. Me and Justin, because we boys. You know what I'm saying? So if Turpin don't run one back this week, you got to make the intro video to the show. Says, "Dear football family," and Mr. CJ, sir. I was wrong about Turpin. He hasn't run anything back, and it's week 10. Can you please forgive me? Now, if he runs one back, I'm going to make the same video. Dear Mr. Justin, I'm sorry I doubted your knowledge of the game. Turpin is everything you said he was. And thank you. And I'm going to let you host the show next week, all right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, because I don't think it's going to happen.
Oh man,
yeah, I really don't. So we got that bet too. We gonna make that work as well, man. Look.
And for the viewers at home, I was the one that said Noah Brown was not gonna make the team, and that's how we got into this. And the rule was who would make the team. Now both our guys made the team because I said Tristan Hill would make it, but he's no longer with us.
He did well. He still didn't make it. He didn't make it through the season.
Oh, he didn't make it. Also, man, we ready to get out of here. I need your parting words, and this is football 101. Anything you want to tell the football universe. Since we got company in the house, they 8-0, they sitting in first place. Hold on, let me stop. That hurt my throat. Oh, that hurt real bad. Okay, look. All right, damn, that hurt. This is not a Cowboy show. It's a sports show. So if anybody wants to be on the show, you're welcome to come. We got an Eagle fan right there here, my man Mill. He's welcome anytime because he talks sports. See, and that's what I want people to understand. When I go on his show, we keep it professional and we talk sports. Am I right, Mill? So,
yes, sir. Yes,
and when you come over here, he keep it 100 and we talk sports. Now, y'all know when I do my my own show, I talk sugar honey iced tea. Now I think we got a troller again. Michael Perry, I want all you guys to know. I just want to intensely wild set. Oh, well, help yourself there, Michael. Help yourself while I ban you. Okay. Yeah, you said on that. That was funny. We get people all the time that come on social media and write some crap, but they don't know I got a ban button. Anytime you write something, I can get you right up off here. So he gone. All right. So, Mill, what's your parting words? James is trying to get on the show, but he's not showing up. His camera's not on or something. So that's the reason.
Fort Mill, the Studio W co-host of the Studio W Sports page, Justin, Rodney. I need to get y'all friend request.
I DM'd you. I followed your page and I DM'd you.
Hey, you guys are more than welcome to come on my show anytime, 9 to 11 every Saturday morning. Hopefully my Eagles can stay undefeated, but let's just be honest, it's just not likely. Plus, we got this 3-game road stretch that ends in Dallas.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
I'm loving life regardless.
You getting your swept on Christmas Eve. Oh, what you got, Justin? Your parting words.
We're going to see about that. But until then, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Fly, Eagles, fly.
What you got, Justin?
I got 2 things like Rodney. 1, the Eagles will win this week, only to lose to the Titans. And 2, college basketball season starts tomorrow. And it's hunting season because my Carolina Tar Heels is cutting down them Nets in Houston.
Boo. What you got, Rodney, after that?
All right, well, my parting words is Packers. Y'all gonna have to pack that up after the night.
That's
no
right.
Playoffs. Cowboys by 30.
Y'all spent my parting words is look, man. We're at the midpoint of the football season. If you ain't having no fun, I don't know what to tell you. And if you let my videos get under your skin, you're probably really not a sports fan because ain't nowhere in the world another grown man on the internet or to influence your thoughts, opinions, and your feelings. Check your feelings at the door. But if you want to talk sports, we got a platform for you. Everybody is welcome. Now, having said that, the Packers are who we thought they were. Aaron Rodgers, you want $50 million? You don't let your boy Adams get away? If we can put 50 on you this week, gracias. And you can go back to them shrooms or whatever it is. Now, James still trying to get on, but I can't see you.
James said he was going to be in the back in mute because he's taking care of the kids.
Okay. All right. Well, we about to get out of here, man.
Go Ducks.
Oh, Lord. Here we go, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. It's your boy, CJ Richardson. We talk sports with my main man, Rodney. I had Mill on the show and my man, Justin. We just talking sports, man. Everything else, it's what you make it. Just like life. Life is what you make it. Let me pull this video up real quick and we're going to get on up out of here. I'm a Cowboy fan. Y'all sing along with me while I find it. I'm a Cowboy fan. I'm a Cowboy fan.
And you
want to be one, too.
1, 2.
Exactly, man. Cowboy Nation. What else is there? That's what I ask
No other
people all the
nation.
time. What else is there? You know, people turn their TVs on just to watch the Cowboys. They don't turn their TVs on to watch the Eagles. I ain't heard but like from 4 Eagle fans and they undefeated. So that tells me a lot about my Cowboys.
After they beat us, I haven't seen not a one Eagle fan on my timeline or on my page.
We out
yesterday was boring because we didn't play.
Oh.
an opportunity to be our best. Hey, it don't matter if we're at home or if we're on the road. You come to watch us. They come to watch us. Let's give them a show. Excellence and brotherhood.
C.D. Lamb. The Cowboys win it.
A Lawrence, él sigue todavía. ¡Entra diagonales!
Diggs again! Diggs again! Diggs again!
Hey, George, we got to go earn that now.